Today, we're going to be building the fourth of four limited edition Jeep Gladiators. I mentioned before, I came across these on the web. I didn't even know they existed. So let's jump in, build the fourth limited edition Jeep Gladiator, see what it offers and what it costs. All right, let's take a look at the fourth limited edition Jeep Gladiator. The last one that we did was the Juice edition, I guess, but it turned out really just to be a different color. I'm not sure how limited it really is. We're going to take a look at this Mojito version just to see. And right off the bat, it looks to me like this is just another limited paint option, but we're going to try to build it on something other than the Mojave that they show here just to see. Matter of fact, we'll check a couple just to see if this Mojito color is available on anything else. So what do they say about it? 2025 Jeep Gladiator, the vivid exterior paint color, Mojito, will be available on the 2025 Gladiator. Well, we know that already. So let's click the Build Now option. And on the last one, the special color Juice was an $895 adder to the price. So let's pick, say, I don't know, how about a Rubicon, trying to stay close to maybe the Mojave price-wise. This one, it looks like it's available. Let's click this and see if it'll let me here. It is, but it, unlike Juice down here, is a $595 edition. So it's a limited edition, but not quite as limited as the Juice, I guess. So anyway, we're going to build this on the Rubicon just to see where we end up price-wise. We were at the highest with the Juice on the Mojave at a little over $56,000. So let's look through the exterior, or the mods, not the mods, the accessories, the additions that you can add. I've got mods on the brain for some reason. Doors off mirror kit by Mopar. I did not add that in the past. I'm not going to add it here. Performance satin black grille by Mopar. We are going to add that. I've done it on every other model I've built. And by the way, let's back that off just a second here. If I get rid of the paint and everything else, the base starting price for this Rubicon, $47,595. Let's go ahead and add the paint color back in and add the grille back on. Stripes and decals. We can get these little hex graphics on the side. On this color, they actually would show up. I wonder if I click it, if they'll show me what it looks like. Again, the Jeep site seems to be really slow. I don't know why. You click the option and then you don't get to see what it looks like. There we go. That's a little different. They've actually changed it from what they show in the picture. It looks more like, I don't know, tire tracks on a road or something. I'm going to get rid of that. Body side retrographic. What is that? Let's see if that actually populates. It did. It's this, I guess, retro-looking stripe thing down the side. I don't care for that. Body side star graphic. And that should be the star right in this area, assuming the screen populates. But you can see it over here in the little picture. That's a $400 option. I wonder if I move the Jeep there. I guess you have to move the Jeep to make things show up. Let's go back. Yeah. So if I move it to a more side view, you guys can see it there. Not something I'm going to add. Jeep grill hood graphic. Let's see if we can see that. I'm not sure what that's really going to be, but let's turn the Jeep, and you can't see anything. I think it's right along here if you look at the picture, but you can't really see it. So that's something I would leave off. Side or single hoop grill guard. Let's try adding that, and let's see if we can see what that looks like. And it does not appear so. So once again, Since Jeep's not showing us these things, I'm just not going to buy it. Body color Rubicon Highline Flare. Let's click that and let's move around. That gives you a color matched flare. You can see here. That I actually might buy. I don't know. That is compared to black. No, I think I like the black better. We're just going to leave that alone. Triple Hoop Grill Guard by Mopar. $645 option. Let's see if we can actually see what that looks like. And we can't. So once again, I'm not going to include it. Wheels, same options. Well, no, it's a little bit different than what we've had before. We've got a 17x7 machined painted, and then we've got a 17x7.5 machined wheel with black pockets. Is it going to show us that? Let's change the angle. Let's go back. Yeah, these are the black pockets behind the machined surface, I guess. I wouldn't pay $1,000 for that. I think we'll go back to the stock and leave it like this because I would probably change those out anyway. Locking lug nuts, yeah, I think we got to have those. 33-inch all-terrain versus mud tires. We got to go mud. We got to go mud. Let's see if we get a change. There you go. More aggressive tire there. Tops, been through this confusing thing on here before. I think on this one, we would again go with the soft top. And I believe in doing that, you cannot add a tonneau. Let's check. Let's see. Can you add a tonneau cover to this? Let's go with the hardcover. And again, it tells me I have to pick other options. If I hit that, I have to go with either the hard top, the 3-piece hard top, or the dual top. And that's a combination of the soft top and the hard top. I'm not going to pay that money. I don't want that. So I would just put a tonneau cover on later. Bed liners, yeah, you got to have that. $555. It's a good option, I think. And then once again, cloth versus leather. And now we have Napa leather seats versus this McKinley leather that they've mentioned before, which I don't really even know what it is. Uconnect, we're going to stick standard. I don't really care about adding one with navigation. Consoles and storage, windshield tie down, soft bag for or a storage bag for the soft top windows. Don't care about that. Got to add the floor mats. It's a pretty good deal. No headliner. Don't care about that. Sills or sill protection. You can buy much cheaper things than that. Jeep Trail Rated Kit. Again, as I've mentioned, and this is available in all four, probably every trim level of the Gladiator. It's just a toe strap and some gloves. $200. I don't think so. We're not going leather, so we don't care about those seats, really. And then we get down to packages. Now, I've mentioned these in the last 3 videos, so I'm not going to dwell on these. The only one that I would add to this is the technology group. And in doing that, it's going to change some other things, which, of course, is going to jack up the price a little. Although, so far, we are almost the lowest. We're the second lowest price on this. Let's see. We have the 3.6 liter V6 standard 8-speed transmission standard. We have a 410 axle ratio standard and cannot change. And then that $525 toolkit. Once again, let's see. Oh, I can just click it. Does it even tell me what the heck this stuff is? Let's unselect it. Let's see. No, it just says toolkit. It doesn't even tell me what's in this toolkit. I mean, come on. All right, we're to the summary. That's it. So it's a Rubicon in the Mojito color, and I did leave the soft top on it. Price-wise, $53,855. The second lowest of the 4 that I've looked at. It'll cost you $858 a month if you finance it for 72 months. That's 6 years of your life. or $339 a month for 24 months. I think I'd probably go again with the lease on this, only because I'm not willing to pay $800 a month for a any vehicle. Let's check inventory. Looks like we've got 399 of these available in my area. Not too bad. You probably could find one if you were looking for it. And that's it. So we've had, I guess, 4 trim levels. We had the high tide, the dark sky, which is my favorite of the lot, I guess. And then really just 2 color options that Jeep is considering part of the limited set, I guess. And that's the Juice, which is orange, or Mojito, which is green. Would you pick any of these? Or just go with one of the traditional models, I guess. Leave a comment. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.